Okay. Right. So people, in the previous session, in yesterday's session, I was just giving you some brief idea about what is dashboard designing, what is dashboard, and how all you can actually design. Then again, we just discussed about the Canva, just a brief discussion about Canva. And also I showed you how we can actually create the icons, right? Simple icons we created. So today we'll learn about more other things. That is how we can create the banners, how we can create the buttons. Yesterday I showed you a simple button. So today I'll show you more buttons, how actually you can create in Excel or it can be in Power BI. And also I told you I'll be talking about the Tableau as well. We'll discuss about the Tableau as well. Now let's say buttons. What are buttons? Buttons are nothing but they are actually used for navigating from one report to another report or from one page to another page or one dashboard to another dashboard. So it can be anything, right? So if you would have seen in websites, you'll have so many buttons. I'll click on one, the page, say, for example, let me go here. I'll click on, say, I'll go to the website. Can you see this? These are all some buttons, right? Okay. It will go to that particular page, right? So if you go to various different websites, there'll be various different buttons. Or if you would have seen, some tools or say, even in your mobile also, you'll see there are so many various different buttons. Now, how to create these buttons? So many of them actually go to Google, like yesterday I showed you, right? So I'll go to Google and say buttons, will get so many buttons. And we try to use those buttons. Instead, I'll tell you how you can create buttons, okay, in a simple way, where we can use that in my Power BI or Tableau, or also we can use that in the Excel as well. So Excel, you don't have to worry because you already have the shapes in Excel itself. Directly we can work there. Now, suppose if you think I want to have the same kind of buttons in all, say Power BI, Tableau, or in Excel, so we can create that in the PowerPoint itself. How? Let's go here. Always try to understand about the shapes. Can you see here? I have the shapes. There are so many shapes. I can use any of these shapes for creating the buttons. Now let's say I'll go here. I have, the rectangle, circle, and here we have this rounded corners, or we also have, something like this, say the top, the corners are there, and at the bottom they are edges. See, this is purely about designing. I'm talking, nothing more technical. Okay. Now let's say I want to create one button. Let me just show you a simple button. See, this is a very simple button. You can see this yellow color here. This is actually used for making the edges more curved. You would have seen this kind of buttons, right? We call it as capsule actually. We call it as capsule button. So this is there in Power BI also you can do. But the thing is, if you want to have a similar kind of buttons, let's say I'll also open Power BI so that people will understand how we can use this buttons in Power BI. And let me also open Tableau. People who doesn't know Tableau, don't worry. This is just to make you people understand how you can use the shapes or buttons or the icons in various different applications for creating the dashboards. This is just designing. Okay. Let the application get open. See, I can just create something like this. I want to convert this into a kind of buttons. So how to do this? Let's say, let me just see if I have shared the screen. People, I'm sorry. Is the screen visible? I forgot to ask you people. All of you? People? Is the screen visible? Okay, fine. Sorry, I forgot to ask you people. Okay. So I was talking about the button. So I just created this. Suppose if you think I want to make it more elegant. So this itself I can use as buttons. The shape itself I can use as button. But you think it's looking good? Let's make it more, like a button. So what I'll do, I'll go here to shape format or right click and say format shape here. See, anything is fine. So if you go to this format shape, there are so many options which you can actually explore. Try to do a lot of experiments on this so that you'll get an idea how actually I can create the dynamic, say, the 3D buttons or say 2D buttons or something. If you go here, can you say this fill? Click on this. most of the people actually are afraid, or say they think that only the designers, or say, people who know Photoshop or Color only can be designing. Nothing like that. People, I'll show you some very simple things. Can I say this here? This, whatever I'm telling, this can be used in your graphics. That is, if you're going for Photoshop, Corel Draw, or in PowerPoint or any other designing tool, you can use this. This is the concept actually. Can I say this? It says solid fill. So what is solid fill? That means that is only one color with plain. So it's a solid fill. Can I say this? This is actually called a solid fill. Now we have something called as gradient. This is very important. People, what is gradient? Okay, let me tell you. Gradient is nothing but it's mix of colors. If you have taken your Power BI, suppose if you have completed your Power BI, in that there is one chapter called as conditional formatting. We'll get a gradient fill. Okay, so just go and check. So gradient, I'll tell you what, it is nothing but mixture of more than one color. Can you see this? This is called as gradient. Now, this gradient, what happens? We have, when you're actually mixing more than one color, so we have to check which color I'm actually trying to mix. Can I say this? Here, I have preset. Say what is preset? That means already which is available, right? Like a template. Now let me go here. I will just select the C. Can you see that? It is white and purple, or I don't know the name of the color. So maybe purple or whatever. See, you can go here. You can select any of this. I can feel that yes, this is the color I wanted. This is the button I wanted. You can just leave it as. Suppose if you want to customize it. Now what I can do? Can you see here? I have this linear. You know what is linear? Linear means straight. That is plain. Or say at once this thing that is you can see that like a wall what we have, right? Plain screen. Now let me go here and click on this. Can you see here? I have this radial, rectangle, and path. Let me click on this radial. Usually, radial is actually used for circle. Let me also take one circle and show you. Say insert, shape, and I'll take one circle. Okay. Hold shift so that you'll get exact circle. Okay. Now, let me go to this say, I'll say gradient. And here we have this radial. Can you see this radial? And can you see this direction? Here I have one from center. There is one option. If I select this C, I'll get something. Right? I'm just telling you what is radial, what is linear. Usually for these kind of buttons, we use linear. Why? Because there is nothing like a round or something, right? Spherical means this one. I'll show you how to make a 3D button out of it. Now, let me first finish this and then I'll come to this circle. Just wanted to show you what this direction is all about. I selected this. Here what I'll do, I'll take something less linear or rectangle, anything is fine. So let me take this linear only. And here I have the direction. For me, what I'll do is I'll take the direction here. Gradient stops. What is gradient stops? From where to where the colors has to mix. Now, if you see this, these are called as stops. Can you see this? If you want to make something like a 3D, you know what you have to do? See here, I have one color here for this stop. You can see when I click on this, can you see here? I have the color. You can choose any of this color. Let's say I'll select this color. Okay. Here I have one more in the end. Say these are actually percentage. This is 0%. This is I've taken somewhere 50%. Let's say I can type 50%. And this one is 100%. This also I'll give the same color. See, top and bottom we have the same color. In the middle we have different color. Can you see that? It's something like a 3D or say mix of colors. Now let me go here. So here we have all these presets. Then here we have the linear. Then we have the direction. Say I'll make it as 0. Can you see the direction? Now the color is here and here. Let me make it as 90°. See now the dark color is on top, and you're getting my point? So you can change the angle however you want. So all these experiments you'll have to do. Now I want this something. Can you see that? I want this something like more shining or something. Say let's go here, select this color and say more color. You can just try to make it more lighter color. See, can you see that? Looking like a shining or something. Yes, understood. So all these are actually simple tricks which you can use. There are more other things, but use some simple tricks. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, select this. I want this to be more elegant. Instead of this black color border, can you see this line? I'll say no line. See, if you think this is fine, it is fine. Otherwise, usually what we'll do, if there is any dark color buttons, we'll go here and we'll take solid line. I'll make it white and let me make it as 3 points. Can you see here? Can you see the white line there? Can you see the white line? You cannot because the background is also white there, correct? So in that case, what I'll do, let me select this. We have this, say, special effects here. Okay. So we call it as effects, shadow. Here we have the shadow. Preset is nothing but already what we have. See, can you see this button? Understood? So one simple button I created. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I will select this. Don't type any name here. Why? Because I'm using this for various different text, correct? So if you think you want to use it for the text also here only, if you think that no, I'm not getting the proper the font style or something, you can use it here only. Otherwise, you can just take this as a button and then put the text there. In Power BI, say in Tableau and all, it is very difficult because the text and all is not available. So you have to go, you have to adjust. A lot of things are there in Tableau. The designing part is very tough actually. But here in Power BI and say in Excel, it's very easy. So you can plan accordingly on which application we're actually trying to use those buttons. Now let me just right click and remember that yesterday we learned about how to save this as picture. I'll go here and here I'll say, let me go to this downloads only. And here I'll say button 0. And I saved it as PNG, correct? Now let me go to Power BI and I want the buttons to be created. I'll go here and here go to insert and here I'll say image because we have taken the image and I'll select this image. See? Can you see this button? Now I can copy this Control C, Control V. Control V. Can you see this? Understood? Don't you think it's very nice to see? You know, whenever people see these kind of buttons or something in Power BI or Tableau, they'll get surprised. Can we do this in say Power BI? Understood? So you have to learn these kind of things. That is what makes your dashboard looks more elegant. I've seen many dashboards just like that. They'll put some. See, people take the shapes from here also. See, here also we have the same kind of buttons here. See, here we have this rounded rectangle. See here, I can go here and I can take this format. Here also we can do. I'm not telling we cannot do, but the effort is more. Let me go here. See, shape style. It is rounded rectangle. If you think I want to make it some capsule kind of thing, see, can you see? It is similar to this. Go here. I want to take the border. Let me just see. Let's go fill. Okay. There is gradient here. No gradient. Right? So it will be very difficult. It's not that we cannot create. It will take a lot of time for formatting itself. But don't you think this is easy? Create that in Power BI. Maybe future in Power BI also we might get all these options because slowly they are implementing, so many options. Previously, we didn't had all these shapes. Now we have all these shapes, right? Previously, we had only 5 shapes in Power BI. Now we have at least, some shapes are there. Previously, we had only these 5 shapes, 5 or 6 shapes, whatever. These things were not there at all. Now we have some more shapes which got added. Not now, now in the sense like say 1.5 year or 2 years, it got added. When it got released, we didn't have shapes at all, like, more shapes. Okay. So likewise, see, I took this buttons here and I can assign the page navigations for this so that let me say I'll create 3 pages. Say I'll go here, select this, and you can go to this action, say on this action. Here I'll say page navigation, which page I need to go. Let's say I'll go to page 2. Now let me hold control here and I'll click on the C. It's going to page 2. Now if you want, you can go here and you can take the text. Okay, you can take the text and say page 1, page 2, page 3. Suppose if you think it is difficult, the text when you add there, the format, whatever is there, I'm not getting that properly, then I can create the text also here only. But the problem is for every button you have to name. Understood? Okay. Now what I have to do, say, whenever you are creating these kind of buttons, save a copy of it. Why? Because let's say I'm actually creating one report and I'm having all the same kind of colors. Now let's say I want similar kind of button, hold Control Shift, drag it and say, I'll select here. Let's say I want something like a blue color. Let me go here or say some purple color like this. Let me take the same color. So here should be same. And here what I'll do, similar kind of color, I'll take little light color like this. See? Don't you see that both are same, but colors are changed? The design is same. You getting my point? So whenever you think that you want to make similar kind of thing with different colors, please save a copy of it and then use it. Understood? All of you? Okay. Now let's go to Tableau. I'll go to Tableau and let's say I'm actually trying to design something where I need to take the buttons. Now here, I'll go to dashboard directly. You know, see this here, I have the image. Okay, hold shift, drag and drop. Here, it's something slightly difficult. Okay, you have to have a lot of patience here. Insert image, choose. I will choose this downloads, take this. Okay, see. Very frankly, many of them doesn't know that we can do like this in Tableau. Very frankly, I'm not telling that no one knows. Only I know. I am the only person who knows all this. Many of them doesn't know this. But I'm telling you people so that you people will at least have an idea. Next time when you're working on the projects on Tableau, you can do something like this. It's just a button. What I'm telling you. I'll also tell you how to actually create the entire dashboard. Tomorrow we are doing that layout. Also, I told you that I'll be teaching you Canva Pro also, right? Yeah. So in that, I'll tell you how we can actually design the entire dashboard itself, wherein you can create, something very modernized. People, I'll tell you, these kind of classes, you just go and search in Google or say YouTube, you can't get these kind of things. Very rare people actually teach these things. Why? Because they always think that, creating some dashboards by creating all the charts, that itself is enough. That is important. I'm telling you, it's not important. That is also important. This is also important. If you make these kind of, say elegant or say presentable or say very nice reports or say dashboard layouts, client will always feel very good about it, right? And you don't have to put more efforts for learning all these designings and all. Simple PowerPoint, if you learn, that is enough. Got it? Okay. Now, so we learned about a very simple button here. Let me go here and I'll tell you how I can actually make a 3D button out of this round shape. Let me just show you. Let's go here. I will go to this shape format. And here I'll say fill. Here we have this gradient. So what I'll do here, I'll just take only two stops. And here, let's say, where is that? Let me take this round. Okay. I will take the dark color on the edges and light color in the middle. Okay. Now just see. Can you see that? It's looking like a 3D. Let me remove the border. I will remove this border. See. If you think I want some line or something, let's go here. I usually give white line so it looks good actually. That's left to you. Make it 3 and I'll give the shadow. And reduce this little bit. See? Get ready. Now I want some icons inside that. Looks good, right? Now what I'll do, I'll go to this insert and here I'll say icons. Let me take home button. Yeah, this one. And put it here. Okay, let me reduce this. And then we'll change this to white color. See? Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it easy? Yes or no? Now, let me go here. I'll just keep here like this. Hold Control Shift. I'll make some copy of it. Done. I'll remove this icon. Quickly, I'll just add some more icons here. Insert icons, and then we'll say analytics. Okay. Quickly, I'll just try to take some icons. Say this one I'll take, and okay, let me take this one. Okay, let me change this to white color, and I'll reduce this little. Take this, put it here. Okay, there is one more. Take this. Let me go quickly, and I'll try to take one more. Say settings. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, change the color. Okay, they're not aligned properly. So what I'll do, select this graphics, align, select, align, center, middle. See, same thing we'll do here. Graphics, align, center, middle. Align center. Middle. Why? Because it looks good, right? If it is aligned properly. Same thing, let's do for this as well. Quickly we'll align all this. But people, you need to have a lot of patience. Now, don't go here, select all this and say save as picture. You know what happens? All this will become one picture. I want this to be different picture. So what I'll do, I'll go here, select this, right click and say save as picture. Let me quickly name it as one. Say PTM01. Okay. I will drag a window like this. Right click, save as picture. Say button PTN02. Select this. Right click, save as picture. PTN03 and right click, save as picture. PTN04. Done. You understood why I actually separately saved it so that I can import this separately. Otherwise, it will become like one page and it will become difficult for me to go and add like a button. Now you just see, I'll go to this. I'll go to Power BI. I'll take a separate page and let me go to this insert image. I have to take one by one. Let me see. No, you cannot take multiple images. See? Okay. Go to this size. Can you see this? It says 280 by 280. Let me make it by 75 and 75. See why I took that specifically 75 is next all the icons I can give the same size, correct? So that it will be uniform. Quickly, let's go here and take all the buttons. Image, this button. Image. Let's see. Image, I'll say 75. Five. Here also, if you can align, select this. Format, align, all that. See, beautiful. It's looking good. Yes, people, I'll tell you, most of the people, they doesn't know how to do this. If you do, these kind of things, dashboards, people will be surprised. I'll tell you really. I'll tell you, I will not name the person. When, I think it's around some 4 or 5 years back. So I was just seeing one ad saying that he was telling that I'll be teaching you something in Power BI, some advanced dashboards that no one have learned. I was just thinking that how can any person do that? Say, only that person has learned and we don't know how to do that. What is that? I was just saying, he was showing all these kind of dashboards that is very well designed, colorful dashboards and all. Then I was just doing R&D and then I came to know that it's very easy. We can do that in PowerPoint itself. But he was actually using some application and he was telling that to purchase that application, which actually cost somewhere around some $100 or something. Okay. So then I thought, why we have PowerPoint itself, so why should we again invest on that? Then when I started doing R&D on that, it became very easy for me. Then I thought, okay, let me also teach my students so that they can also get benefit out of it. So I don't want my students to spend money unnecessarily. Whatever we have, in that itself, you have to do something. Now, don't you think it is easy? I'll show you still. I told you Canva Pro. It is still more easier actually. But why I'm actually telling you about PowerPoint is if you learn this, you'll get at least some idea about the design. Because in Canva, it is readily available. You can just save and you can do it. But what I want is I want the people to learn all these things so that next time when you use Photoshop or CorelDRAW or say, Canva or the PowerPoint, it will be easy for you to design, whichever is available in your system. Okay, understood the buttons? Okay. Next, same thing, you can go here. I'll just drag this image. Okay, I'll just show one. You try. Okay, in your system. See, same thing like what we did for button. I can do the same thing here. I can keep it here like this. See. Understood all of you? Buttons. Okay. Next. Let me go to another slide. Next is about the banners. Now, what is banner? Banner is nothing but we have the title. For the title, we'll have some strap kind of thing, right? Let me show you. Say dashboard banners. Say dashboard samples. Right. Let me just see. Okay, see, can you see this? There is one strip like this. See here, you can see that markets and it's white color here. So banner are nothing but some dashboards they don't use. See here, can you see this? This is actually called as banner. Title banners. Let me just see. Okay. Designs. Let me just try with this. Yeah, see something like this. See, if you see here on title, okay. Let's say, okay, can you see this? This is a kind of banner where we'll have on top, see the kind of banner. See, and make this also kind of banner. So on top of your dashboard, okay, you want to design something like this, see. Okay, so if you want to design like this, there are many ways what you can do. For that, what you can do is we can use the shapes and we can create the banners. Okay, in Excel, it is very easy. directly you can create the banner. See, why I'm actually not going too much with the Excel is directly you can do the same thing in Excel. Let me just open Excel as well. Whatever buttons I've done, I showed you yesterday, right? Just copy and paste, that's all over. Or you can directly design in the Excel itself. There also, let me just show you. See, here I'll go to this PowerPoint. I want this button. Let me copy this. Go back and say Control V. That's all. See, I'll get the button here. I can do this. Understood. So for Excel, you don't have to bother because anyways, already we have all the shapes, icons and everything. Okay. And here you can also save this. Like in PowerPoint, what we can do. That's why I'm not going much with the Excel. But for us, you have to learn more in the Tableau and Power BI how to import the buttons what you have created. Now, coming to the banners. Now, there are so many various different ways where we can create the banners. Now, let's say for banner, what I'll do, let me go here. I'll take one shape. See, usually I take this rectangle like this. Okay. This itself will become like a banner. So for that, we can do more other designs. I'll show you. Suppose, sometimes we also do some designs like this. Let's say I want some rectangle kind of thing here. Let me show you. I'll go here, insert, and I'll say shape. Let me take one shape, something like this. Say, what is this? Parallelogram. Okay. Okay. Let me keep it here like this. What is the size? So here, let's take the size. Go and check the size. So this is actually for precise measurement. Now let's say height 2.78, correct? Let me go here and select this. It is 2.5, say 5478. I'll give. See. Now let me select and here I'll say now and I'll just drag it. This one I can adjust. Okay. Now select these two. Say this is different shape. This is different shape. Usually what people will do is they'll try to group it. Say Control G. Select Control G. And they'll remove the line. See? It's become like one shape, correct? But people still it's a two different shape. Now let me go here. I'll ungroup this. Select this and this shape. Go to the shape format. Can you see here we have this merge shape? Click on this. Can you see here union? If you click on this union, see, this become one shape. We can do anything like this. Anything you can. I'll show you still so many very interesting things in this. Now let's say I'll take one more shape. Let's say I'll take this rectangle. Okay. I want some logo to be added, something like this. Say, you go here, insert, shape. I want some circle to be added here like this. Okay. Now I want this shape and this shape both to be together. Then what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll say union. See, now this become one shape. It is merging, union. It is not just only merging. We have, various different things where we can actually try to subtract as well. That is, we can delete as well. How? Let me show you. I'll go to another page. And then I'll take this insert. And let's say I'll take one shape. We just see, I want one circle to be added here like this. But here, this should be cut. So what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll say insert. Just observe all of you. I'll take this shape, hold shift. This is circle. Now make one more copy of the circle. Let's keep it as this, or I can take circle later also. Let me just keep it here like this. Select these two shapes and I'll go to the shape format, merge shape. Can you see this fragment? Right? Fragment. There are so many options, say combine, intersect, say subtract. So here I have this fragment. I'll just click on this. You just observe, see. Now I'll take this shape and I'll keep it here like this. Understood? So there are various different things what you can do. Let me delete this. If you want, you can keep it. If you think you want, then you can keep it somewhere. Say right click and I'll say bring it front. I'll keep it here like this. Okay, just that itself, you want something like a different color. Let's say I'll take and add some different color like this. Getting my point? So you can do lot many things. Or if you think, let me just go here. I'll keep this here. And change the color of this. See? There are so many various techniques, designs, ideas, innovations you can do. Let me take one more page. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll try to create one banner, which I can actually use it in the dashboard itself. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say insert. You know what I'll do? I'll go here, I'll not take this rectangle. Let me take this one more. See, some shape like this. What is this? Let me just turn like this. 90 degree. Okay. I'll keep it here like this. And I'll drag it. So I want some round edge like this. Okay. And a corner here. Why? Because I want a logo to be added. Okay, I want to add some logo. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll keep it like this, and here I'll make this completely black color. Okay, and I'll remove the outline. Usually I'll remove the outline so that we don't have the outline. Then what I'll do, I'll try to give some designs here. Let me go here and check the size, how much it is. Height 24. I'll make it as 25. So that it will be like height width. We'll make it as 4 is too much. Okay, I'll make it as 3. This is good. Right now, what I'll do is I'll go to insert shape. Here I have this parallelogram. I'll just take this. Was that is 3 what I've taken, right? That should be this also. I'll take 3. Okay. Let me reduce this. Okay. And I'll keep it here. Remember that one banner I created with different colors. I'll go here. I'll take some orange color. I'll remove the line. If you want, you can zoom this. I will just try to align this. You just see what I'll do. I'll take Control Shift, drag it. Okay. Now select all these 4 shapes and try to align this. Align, say horizontal. Now equal distance we have. Now let me select this. Right click and say Format Shape. Here we'll get this transparency. Let me make it as 20%. Then I'll select the next one. I'll make it 30%. And then the next one 40%. I think we have to do it reverse. Let me select this, make it as 20%. Then I'll say 50%. And then here I'll say 30%. See, let me select this. You can group it and then you can move it to the end like this. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll make a copy of it and I'll reverse this. See how I'll do. I can either drag it and reverse like this, or you can also go to the shape. Here we have something called as rotate. Can you see this flip? See. Now what I'll do, I'll just reduce this and I'll keep it here like this. For what? I can have the logo here. Okay. Now you see what I'll do. I will select this. I'll say right click and I'll say save as picture. And here I'll say banner 0. Okay. Now how to get this in Power BI? Let's go here. I'll say insert image, and here I have the banner. Let me take the banner. Okay. Don't worry. Just go here. We'll keep it here. We'll try to increase this. See, this also we can go here and say view. Here we have something called a selection. It's already there. Can you see the selection? Let me select this. We'll make it on top like this. I'll just bring this down. See? See? I'll select all this. If you think I want to bring it down, I'll keep it down. See? Now I can have the title here. Say I want to put some logo here. I'll go to this insert and let's try to add some logo. I'll just go here quickly. I'll just take some logo. I'm trying to take one logo here. Let's say quickly, I'll just take the logo. See, I got the logo. I just put it here. See, I want the title. Let me go to this insert and text box. And here we'll say dashboard banner. Now I will select, make it bold, and will increase the font size. Let's say 40. Reduce this, drag it, and we'll drop it here. And then formatting. Say we'll go here, double click. Here we have the background, remove the background, select this, and I'll change the color to somewhere. Say, let me take this some orange or some color as of now. I'm just doing roughly, okay? So if you want to do it very neatly, you should have patience and you can do see. This banner, so you can plan your banner however you want. It's not that always you have to design like this one. You can plan your banner, very neatly. See. Okay. Now let me go back to PowerPoint. Okay. Now let me take this shape. I'll just put it here. Just observe now. I'll just drag it down. Okay. And then I'll make this something like this. Right. Now let's say this, we call it as side pan. Okay. So we have all the drop downs, buttons and things like that. Now I want some image to be added here. Okay. Now just imagine I want the image in this shape itself. If you want to do that, then you have to go to Photoshop. Then you have to cut that. A lot of things you'll have to do. But I'll tell you in some easiest way what you can do. Go to this insert. Here, can you see this? I have the icons. Click on this. Again, don't go and download the images from Google because they'll be copyrighted. But in Canva Pro, there are thousands of images which you get for free. That I'll tell you tomorrow. But in PowerPoint, how we can get? Can you see here? I have these images. There are so many images which are given by the Microsoft itself, which are completely free in 365. And people who wants 365 today, you can purchase. So I've told Raki, so she will contact you or say you can contact her. So you will get the license. Okay. All right. Now here, let's say I want PowerPoint office. Let me see if I can get some image. I'm just searching some image. Let's say we'll take, okay, let's take this image. Okay. Insert. See this image. Now I want this image, okay, to be of this shape. How to do this? Let me just tell you. Just make a copy of it and I'll keep it here. Okay, just keep it somewhere here like this. Select the shape and the image, what you want to cut that. Go to say your shape format, merge shapes. Can you say this fragment or say combine, subtract? Okay, I think let me reverse. Let me select shape and then image and then shape. See, intersect, subtract. Okay, we'll click on this intersect. Can you see this? The edge. Now, why I took a copy of it is because I'll get similar kind of same size. Here, see. Now, you know what I'll do? I will send it back. Okay. I'll select this. Let me arrange this. How? Say left and top. Now it is perfectly aligned. Now, where is that image? I'm not able to see. So there is one option which we did here, right? Transparency. Let me right click and say format shape. Can you see a transparency? Try to give transparency. Say this is 100%. There is no color at all. Now I'll just go here slightly. Just keep, changing like this. See. Okay, if you think this is fine, leave it as is. Any image you can do like this. Any image you can get that. Understood. So lot many things you can do like this. Lot many things. Now, if you think, I'll just go here, right click, save as picture, and say side back. Getting my point? Anything you can do, anything you can save. Now I'll go to this Power BI. How to use Kannada fonts? Okay, I'll tell you, don't worry. How to use Kannada fonts? People are interested in Kannada fonts. I'll show you that as well. Okay, right. Now here, first let me go here, insert and say image. And where did I save? I saved in downloads. This one, take. Let's try to increase this. See? Correct. Don't you feel it is interesting? Still more interesting things are there. I'm just trying to show you bits and pieces only. But tomorrow when I show you this layout, you'll find it. Oh, it is so easy. I can also create wonderful dashboards. People, and I'll tell you, you go and check in Google. You'll not get. I'm not telling that you'll not get at all. I'm telling that these kind of things will not get much. But you will get formula. We look up how to create, a column chart. You'll get thousands of videos. But these kind of things, very less you will get. Why? Because people doesn't want you to do all these things. They just want to show you some easy things, some very simple things, and they'll say, "Oh, this is very good." And people will start messaging, "Wow, this is very great, sir. You are very great. You are a magician." And all. But tell me, am I that great? Nothing. I'm like you people who knows something little more. That's all. But I want you people to learn all these simple things and make people feel that it is something very great you're doing. Don't you feel it's very nice to create this kind of dashboards or say images, and it is easy, right? Okay. So people were asking about the Kannada font. Okay. Say, let me just tell you, the fonts. Okay, people who are there in any different languages, I'm telling, any different languages, you can actually use that in your, MS Office. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that. You can do it in any language. I'm not just telling only Kannada, but since I know Kannada, I can show you. If you think I don't know Telugu, Tamil, and all, because if I type something and if something wrong is, something wrong has been typed, so I don't want to take that risk. So you people, if you know Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, whatever, just try to type that. But I'll show you how to do that in Kannada language because I know Kannada. But suppose if you think you want to do that in different languages, you can try. I'll tell you how. But this can be done in your 2013, I guess, or 16 and above, and in 365. Okay. How to do that? Let me just show you. See, let me just take one text here. Okay. And here we'll say, I don't know, dashboard designing. I'm just giving this text. I don't know what this will be in Kannada. I'll just go here. Can you see here somewhere we'll have this translation. Let me just see. Go to review, translate. Okay, just give translate. And here we have this English and it lasts to which language I need to translate. I will type Kannada. Okay, Kannada. See, dashboard. It has given me something. Anyways, you can just try to use this. See, same thing. If I go here, let me see Telugu. Will it give something? It will give. See, I don't know if people can read it. It's fine. I'll give in Tamil as well. See, is it right? Anybody knows Tamil how to read? Is it right? I don't know what it has been given, but it will give. Okay. But since I know Kannada, so I'll go here and type Kannada here. See, now what to do? Let's say insert. Can you see here? Okay. Now what I'll do? I'll go here, select this, and then I'll increase the font size. Here, this will give me some default font. You know what I have done? I have downloaded. If you go to Google, you can download the fonts. Okay. Here, what I've done, I've downloaded some fonts specifically for Kannada. I don't know about other languages. See, you can see here. And this font, if you go to your Kannada channels, you will find the same font actually. Now there are more other fonts which are not downloaded, but here you can see, I just try to increase. Okay. Just trying to increase this. See, the font has increased. Now, I'm not sure whether this will work in Power BI. Let me just see. I'm not sure. Otherwise, we'll convert this into image and then we'll take it in the Power BI. Let me just go here. Let's take, let's go here and we'll try to reduce. I'll just change the color. Bold. See, this way you can use. Actually, I've created some dashboards in Kannada as well. Okay, with all the drop downs, everything is there in Kannada. I've done that. Not now. 4 or 5 years back only I've done that. Okay, so you can do like this. See, but otherwise, if you think, see here, we don't get much fonts actually. Suppose if you think I want this font, then I'll tell you how we can do. Select, change the color. Let's go here, and I'll change the color. Let's say we change it to somewhere. Where is that orange color was there? More colors. Let me take this color. Okay. Then what I'll do, right click, save as picture. But this you cannot modify. Okay. Keep this in mind. I'll say title. Okay. I'll go here. And then again, same thing. Go to insert and say image. What is the title? Yeah. See? Keep it here. I can keep it like this. So if you think you want to have different fonts, in Photoshop, we still have, more other advanced fonts and all that. We cannot bring that in the PPT. Okay, so I tried that. It won't work actually. Because there, in PPT, yeah, let me just go. I'll show you. There is something. Just OD. Okay. So here, all these are actually Kannada fonts, which Might not actually work. See, it won't work actually. But in Photoshop, we can have still more advanced fonts. But I don't want you people to go and waste, not waste. If you have time, you learn, please. It is really good. You can do advanced designing. But now the knowledge what you want to gain, I'm just telling you this. Okay, right? So yeah, Mohan, I think I gave what I thought you what actually wanted. Mohan, you're there. Mohan, whether it's there or not, it's okay. Okay, fine. Right, people. So today we just learned about again simple things that is how to create buttons, and we learned about various different concepts. Then again, banners we learned how actually we can take that. So in Tableau also you can go here. Okay, just go here and drag this image, and then you can select that image. That's all. See any image you just take. See. You always feel good, right, when you see our language in all these advanced reports and all, right? Yeah. Nothing is impossible. Anything can be done. Only thing is you should have patience, interest, and confidence. Okay? Right? So I'll stop here, people. Now we go here. We brief on the benefits of MS 365 subscriptions. Punit, I will tell you, okay, this is not the class actually to describe about 365. I think I've already done some webinars. So if you want, you can go and check in my YouTube channel. Please go and check in my YouTube channel. You will surely get all the details about Microsoft 365 I've already given. Okay. All right. So before I end the session, just want to ask you people, how was the session, people? Quickly. How was this session? Was it useful, good, bad, ugly, whatever? Want you say? Quickly, I want you people, don't take much time. Excellent. Good. Okay. Good. And people, all of you, please correct your Canva Pro. Okay. As much as possible by today itself, so that tomorrow people can learn a lot of things. I'll be teaching you Canva Pro as well and the layouts for dashboards. Out. All right. Thank you so much, all of you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the dashboard designing session with Canva Pro and PPT. Okay. Right. Thank you, people. Take care, all of you. Bye.